God is the potter, Part 3. We just saw God's sovereign plan in the story of Joseph. But some will say God is simply making the most of a bad hand, or making lemonade out of lemons. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. No, that is not what God does. Nobody deals a crap hand to God. The prophet Jeremiah was told to go to the potter's house, and the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it. The marred clay is reformed by the potter's hand. God is in control of his creation from beginning to end. Ephesians 1:9-11. Having made known unto us the mystery of his will, that he might gather together in one all things in Christ, in whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him, who works all things after the counsel of his own will. The potter defines the clay's destiny. As Joseph told his brothers, "You thought evil against me, but God meant it for good." God had their family in his best intentions. Joseph, understanding this, responded with mercy, saying, "Fear not, I will nourish you and your little ones." Joseph's brothers were grateful. God was responsible the entire distance, from their evil act to their final blessing. This is how God operates, not just with them, but with all mankind. To drive this home so no doubt can be left, let's look at another example. The nation of Israel. At Mount Sinai, God offered Israel a covenant. If they would obey his voice and keep his covenant, they would be his treasured possession, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. And all the people answered together, "All that the Lord has spoken we will do." What motivated the Israelites to agree to God's terms? Fear. They said, "Behold, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and his greatness. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God any more, then we shall die." The Lord heard their words, saying, "They have well said all that they have spoken." But he lamented, "Oh, that there were such an heart in them, that they would fear me, that it might be well with them forever." God knew Israel would not obey, because there was no such an heart in them. All decisions we make begin with the heart. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Can a man change his own heart? Jeremiah 13:23 asks, "Can the leopard change his spots? Then may you also do good, that are accustomed to do evil." Yeshua said in John 15:5, "For without me you can do nothing." Ephesians 1 says we are predestinated according to his purpose, to the praise of his glory. And Ephesians 2, that we are his workmanship, created for good works, which God ordained that we should walk in them. Could Israel be obedient to God in their own power? The answer is no. Deuteronomy 31:16 says, "This people will rise up, and will forsake me, and break my covenant which I have made with them." Judges 10:6, "And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam and Ashtaroth, and forsook the Lord, and served not him." How did God know this was going to happen? Was it just a good guess? No. God not only prophesies the future, he causes that future to become exactly what he planned. Jeremiah 18 says, "Behold, I frame evil against you, and devise a device against you." Just to drive this nail home, God causes it all. Deuteronomy 28 repeatedly states, "The Lord shall send upon you cursing. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten. Therefore shall you serve your enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee." The problem isn't with God, it's found in the heart of man. We want to be our own gods, seated on the throne of our hearts, controlling our own destiny. God declared to Israel, "As the clay is in the potter's hand, so are you in mine hand." People who complain about God's ways have no understanding of what he's ultimately trying to accomplish. That's why God gets a bad rap. 2 Thessalonians 2 says, "Because they received not the love of the truth. For this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie and be judged." Many believe they are in control of their own destiny, but like the parents of Samson, they knew not that it was of the Lord, Judges 14:4. "That they may see and know that the hand of the Lord has done this, and the Holy One of Israel has created it." In Part 4, I will show you a statement where God himself tells us that when he uses someone, they think it's their own will. But God is in total control, and the person is unaware they are being used like an inanimate object. For a deeper dive, follow the link in the description below. Maranatha.